Welcome to Griffin's Gaming Guides. In this video we're going to show you where you can find and how to take down the Nightweaver, who is the world boss from the Morrow Parish starting point on Losomn, and this is an incredibly tough boss. Now from Morrow Parish you're going to have to head through from the start and go through either the Great Sewers or Cotton's Kiln. You want to hope for the Great Sewers. Even though the boss is harder, the area is a damn sight easier. Cotton's Kiln is a very nasty place to be. But either way, you need to get yourself through where you can eventually come to the asylum. Once you're in the asylum, you need to get over to the courtyard, take out the Ripsaw Aberration. There's going to be a fair few links that you can use as you make your way through to take down the Nightweaver. Below the like button, you're going to be taking on a couple of aberrations. You're also going to be able to acquire a fair few melee weapons and guns along the way. But ultimately, we're going after the Nightweaver in this one. So anything else, check out the website, griffinsgamingguides.com. Jump over there. We've got a ton of Remnant 2 guides on Losomn. But for this one, obviously, we're going after the Nightweaver. So once you've taken down the Ripsaw Aberration in the courtyard, you're going to require the Third Floor Asylum Key. With that key, you can head up to the top floor of the asylum, take out the Fey Ambush, and then go through the portal, where you're going to come to Nimue's Retreat. Once you're in Nimue's Retreat, have a chat with the Fey Goddess, which you can then ask to be sent over to the Hunting Grounds. Once you're in the Hunting Grounds, you're going to go through either the Shattered Gallery or the Gilded Chambers, where you're going to need to take down either Magister Dullain or the Red Prince, and you want to hope that you've got Magister Dullain, as the Red Prince is one of the toughest bosses in the entire game. But either way, once you've taken down the boss that you've been given in your playthrough from Morrow Parish, obviously the game is procedurally generated, so it's complete RNG as to what it is that you're going to get. Either way though, whenever you've taken down a boss, leave their boss arena, where you're then going to come across the Nightweaver, who will be feeding on a corpse. Interact with the corpse, where you're then going to get something called a Soulkey Tribute. Follow the Nightweaver through the portal that she used, and then you're going to find yourself back in the asylum. Open the door, head down to the cells, and then use the Soulkey Tribute on the blue kind of big spider's web that's down there. With that, you can then be transported to the Tormented Asylum, which is the Nightweaver's biome. Now that we're in the Tormented Asylum, there's a few things that you need to do in order to make this fight a little bit easier. First of all, turn the console off and just play some... No, I'm joking. First of all, you need to make sure that you've got all of your gear fully maxed out. If you've got an archetype, go off and level it up to level 10. If you've got some weapons, try and level them up to level 10. If you've got enough simulacrum, if you haven't, then just level 9 will do you. It should help you out enough. This boss is an incredible challenge for one main reason. You don't have to kill her once, you have to kill her twice, and there's no respite in between. So once you're ready, you want to go back up out into the courtyard where you previously fought Ripsaw and grabbed the Third Floor Asylum Key. The Nightweaver will be waiting for you now that we're in the Tormented Asylum. Now what she's going to do is basically ambush you with a ton of different attacks. There is a way that you can get a very powerful melee weapon called Nightshade by destroying the Nightweaver's heart. There's a separate guide for that down below the like button as well. We're not going to worry about that in this one. This is just about killing her. Don't worry about shooting her heart. It is a bit of a weak point, but it's more hassle than it's worth. What you need to do in this one is try and focus fire on her face as best as you can. Obviously the chest I know is a bigger area, but the face will also give you crits, and you do need to conserve your ammo in here given the fact that we are going to have to take this woman down twice. Now the Nightweaver will come at you with a series of clawing attacks that she will then jump up in the air and slam back down. If you get caught with one of the strikes, the slam 99% of the time will get you. So it's a very difficult one to avoid. You kind of need to roll through her using precise timing. Don't be too upset with yourself if this one takes you a good few attempts until you become a bit more proficient at the fight. Learning her timing is key to avoiding her attacks, as if she does manage to hit you, she hits you like a train. Now the Nightweaver will also spawn in this kind of little blue shuriken energy blast that if they all hit you, it's probably going to take your health bar down to below half. She will also come at you with spider attacks and spawn a kind of like a web that comes spurting out of her chest. If that hits you, again, it's a bit of a bad time. Just try and take her down in the courtyard as best as you can while saving your relics and your ammunition. You really need to be efficient with the first phase, as it's nothing compared to the second phase when she goes into your skull and you wind up in the asylum building. Now once you're in the asylum, you need to make sure that you stay away from the walls, especially at the bottom of the staircase, as if the Nightweaver looks through the wall to see if you're there, she'll grab hold of you, rip you apart as she drags you up the wall, and there is no revive from that one if you're playing solo. Even as the challenger, which I'm playing as now, if she does that attack on you, it's back to the checkpoint for you. You don't get a resurrection. Now the Nightweaver will kind of hide anywhere in the asylum and spawn more spiders to come and take you down. She'll also be able to go through the floor, come at you with a very, very heavy amount of swinging attacks with her claws. She'll also grab hold of you and try and give you a bad day, obviously killing you. This fight can be very tough. There's only so many things I can say to help you out here. You need to just be powerful enough to be able to take her on and skilled enough to avoid her attacks. If you are going in co-op, fantastic, crack on. If you're going in solo play though, this will be one of the tougher fights in Remnant 2. So now that we're in the asylum, you can now use your modded abilities, your most powerful attacks. If you've got any archetypes that you want to use, obviously the summoner, the handler, use any of your abilities that you've got, because once you've emptied her health bar this time round, she's gone. That's it, you've done it, congratulations. But until you've done it, it's still to be done. So you need to become very proficient at aiming and dodging. If she can't hit you, she can't hurt you. If she does hit you, it's back to the checkpoint, because this woman can seriously hit. There's a reason there's so many people in the asylum that are scared shitless of her. Fight her and you'll find out why. But anyway, that's where to find and how to take down the Nightweaver world boss from the Morrow Parish starting point on Losomn. I do hope that the guides helped you out. If it has, please do me a big favour. Give the like button a click. It does help us out a great deal. Either way though, whichever you decide to do, make sure that you craft the Nightfall long gun. Link below the like button for that as well. As long as you've acquired the Cursed Dream Silks or Nightshade if you manage to get the Nightweaver's finger. Also, please look after yourselves out there. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I do look forward to seeing you back here at Griffin's Gaming Guides.
Oh yeah.